0. Boom. Now we're recording.
Awesome.
Awesome. Keep this page open. Mark clip. Oh, this is interesting.
You can't.
Clip created.
Oh no, there we go.
Clip created from marker. Please keep this page open. You can still hang up below. Okay, cool.
Oh, you're saying so that we can know it's like, oh, we're moving to another thing. We just like quick put a marker and it marks that time.
I am not 100% sure. That I'm going to have to check out. So in terms of seeing everybody else's screen, you should be able to, Danielle, you should be able to go in and in the top right-hand corner, kind of like look on expand frame and make sure that those are like all sized to your preference. Because you were saying earlier that you guys were expanded, but the two of us aren't. On my screen right now, I'm seeing all three of us expanded, where like my screen is at the top and then the two of yours is at the bottom, but we're all at full width.
Do you see my face right now on your screen or no?
Yes.
So I don't see, on our screen, I don't see Gary's face unless I expand.
And you minimize the other two.
Unless I minimize. If I minimize both of you, then I can see.
On the right, if you minimize that, does that change it? Like the recording settings?
That's interesting. Okay, now let's see if I expand. It's a little better. Yeah,
well,
I see.
Increase Sam as well. See if that would.
Yeah.
Do you see my face in full, Sam, with all three of you guys equally sized expanded?
Yes.
Weird. Okay, we don't. We see, and maximize this window. You see like half my face, right, Jordana?
When I have three in a row, I just see like right now I see Gary's right arm and half of Danielle's face.
You see from here over?
Right.
Yeah.
So like when the three of us are equal size, then I don't see Gary at all. I see, just Jordana and myself centered, and then and Danielle and Gary kind of like cut out. So the view that seems to work the best is when there's one large block on top and then two smaller ones underneath. And I think that's just I mean, it might also be that I'm a guest and you guys are a different role here. But when I click, let's say they're all three in a row, I click expand frame on mine, and then suddenly everything is sized correctly.
Right. I see. So right now I see us as large, and then each of you, it's not underneath, but it's to the side, and I can see your full faces. I wonder if that's, so we're disproportionate, it's like, and I feel like we'd want our guest also to be large, not just
absolutely.
us.
Yeah. Which is, I guess it's, it's kind of, it seems odd that there wouldn't be a way to do that almost.
Is there a way for you to change my role from guest to something else?
Let's see. No.
Do you see on your end, like span frame, do you see like the majority of the screen taken up? It says on top left, no silly questions, like one large frame and then two on the right side?
Yes.
Okay. Is there like a little caret that's pointing to the left? A lesser than sign?
No.
Do you see the word studio and chat?
I see that. It's like a little, Pac-Man sign.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
When I have that open, it allows me to have all three of you guys with expanded view, one large one on top and then two small ones underneath, but they're sized correctly. But
Sam, can you see Danielle and Gary together, or you still only see them partially?
I see the expanded frame of all three of us. So
why don't
both
you
your
text,
full width, my full
email
width.
a screenshot of what you're seeing, Sam?
Sure.
I'll send what I see too.
Right.
Okay, so I sent that over to you guys.
See?
No, this is what Jordana.
Oh, Jordana.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jordana, you see very similar to what we see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam, did you send your image via text?
No, I sent it through email.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so I'm wondering, there's on the top of that picture that you sent me there's that carrot that's like directly to the right, sort of the image, top right of like my head there.
Yeah.
Can you click on that and expand that for a second? See what happens.
So when I do that here, I'm gonna put this in.
You can keep in the text chain if that's easier for you.
Yeah, so I'll do that a second, and then I'll show you guys. And then let's say if I expand myself, then it looks like this for me.
Okay, that looks the same there in terms of sizing, the one you just sent.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see. Oh, yeah. No, so
Everyone is expanded. Yeah.
really the biggest issue here is that we're meant to sit in the shot together. Now in some ways, look, like Danielle, let's say, yeah, I don't know. That's the biggest thing that I'm trying to figure out.
So I think that, hold on, I'm sorry, I need to take this call.
It's on mute. One second, guys.
Sam, is it possible that Riverside like doesn't offer a good option for this, where people can be like, you can have a wider frame that's not so zoomed in, like that Danielle and I but that the other people are not so small, relatively speaking?
I mean, it's certainly possible that it doesn't allow that, but on my end, like I'm seeing in either option, I see it perfectly expanded for everybody. But again, like I right now my role is considered guest, and I think yours are. Not sure what your roles are in here.
You're saying that there
Danielle's
might be a way for you to be have some other roles so that you can play around with it.
let me see what's going on. Can you hit expand frame again on yours? Because what happens is there's like several different. Actually, for me, there's only two options if I hit maximize.
Yeah.
There's two squares and then there's one. Actually, no, yeah, there's like three different options for me. So when I hit there's an option where there is one big one on top and two smaller ones underneath, but they're both the same width. There's an option where there's two squares that are not the correct width up top and let's say, underneath the correct width. And then there's an option where like all of them are the correct width for me. And that's
yeah, I guess maybe, okay, let me just clarify the point that I'm trying to get across. And I feel like I don't know who's missing what, or maybe there's, something else, but basically, if Danielle and Gary's like a placeholder for me right now. So if Danielle and I are going to be sitting like that, there's not going to be a way to see, it doesn't seem, I guess is my question, that there's going to be a way to see the both of us, our full bodies, or, the full picture of the both of us and a full picture of the person we're interviewing side by side. It's either going to be that one of the frames is like very enlarged and the other one is smaller, right? There's no way to see them with two people sitting in one shot. It doesn't seem like you can get two equal frames side by side.
Yeah, that seems to be what we're looking at here. I would have to.
Do you want?
Have to.
Should I drop while you? Do you want me to drop guys while Danielle's taking this other call? I don't know if she's like moderator, that's going to fuck up like your ability to stay
Gary,
on.
why don't you shut the camera off and we can see what it looks like with two people?
I think it'll just give you like a black screen for me, but we'll see.
Okay.
Right? It doesn't make my box go away. It just takes my video off.
Right.
So I almost feel like I need to hang up this thing. I worry that if Danielle's the moderator, that it's going to like disconnect you guys as well.
Right. Could you make like Jordana a host as well?
I think that's what Danielle was trying. I've never used this before, so I have no idea. I'm like playing around with it right now. Dashboard. Sorry, guys. Just trying to figure it out. Oh, here, by the way, if you go to settings in the bottom left and then general, there's something called live call, which says recordings always use the full frame. Settings will only affect the live call, which Sam confirms what you suspected earlier. Mm-hmm. I think at least that's how I read it.
I don't have these same options under
Yeah,
settings,
neither
but
do I.
that's just because the two of us are guests. So because you're the host, you're going to have.
Right.
So
Yeah,
like
okay.
if you can adjust, let's say,
Right, I'm trying to
Jordana.
find something where it's like assign, like in Zoom, like you can assign a new moderator or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find that. I don't see that ability, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
It's all good. We may be able to just set up another call and end this one as well. It's allowed.
Do you want to hang up and then do you want me to hang up and then you guys? I don't know if you guys both have accounts. If you can like, well, Daniel's back. If there's a way to, I was saying like Jordana was rightly asking the question if there's only 2 frames,
Right.
which is most of the time going to be the case when you guys are in person and there's one guest.
Yeah.
Is there a way to get like 2 expanded where you really see the full frame?
Yeah. I mean, I also think, Jordana, we're making it complicated for you to always be next to me, right? Isn't it easier if we film and
So there's like a yes and a no to it. The reason why in some ways it's better is because like, let's say we have to film at 5 o'clock. For me to leave work at 4 to get uptown is going to be really rushed.
Oh, I
like
see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
It's
Okay.
it's timing. I mean, now the reality is like, I could potentially like go to another spot in your apartment, but I don't know if that's feasible or makes sense, especially given like Gary works from home too. I obviously don't want to infringe on that. So the ideal, I think, would be to figure out how to be next to each other. But if it's not a 5 o'clock session, I think it's fine. But I think we do have a couple of 5 o'clocks lined up.
Okay.
And if we can't figure it out, then, I'll figure something else out. I mean, I'll just hustle and rush and hope for the best, so to speak. But
I think that we should probably like figure out both scenarios at some point. But it's more like Riverside. We're requiring our guests to have Chrome, right? And we're sort of figuring out the screen, whereas Zoom, it's sort of standard. I'm just wondering if Riverside is even worth it. I know, Sam, you said that it had, and also it's 10:28. Sam, you have something at 10:30? Mm-hmm. Okay. So maybe it makes sense, and Sam obviously will compensate you for your time.
Yeah.
Maybe it makes sense for us to touch base again. We'll do some troubleshooting as best we can, but to touch base again also when the webcam comes. If you're able to, like on Friday, do you have any time? Anybody?
Give me a second. I mean, I could probably do the same time frame again on
I
Friday
think we have
because
something Friday morning, right, Danielle?
We have something until 10, so we could do like 10 to 11:30.
That is tricky for me,
Okay.
but I could do something before 9:30. Can you guys?
We can't. No, we have
Okay.
something.
So would like does later in the day or evening work for anybody?
Yep.
I mean, like, should we try again tonight or tomorrow night? Does that make sense? Instead of Friday night?
I can't.
sorry, go ahead.
What works for
I
you,
could,
Sam?
yeah.
And then we can
Yeah.
coordinate our schedules.
Sure. Yeah. So Thursday, I'm on a shoot all day. Friday, I have some sessions lined up, but they're more flexible. So depending on time, I could probably move things around to make sure that we can get in whatever time's needed.
Okay. And by the way, does tonight work for anybody by any chance? No, or like anytime later today at Danielle, like maybe after our call or
Yeah.
I have I have two. Later today doesn't work for me. I have
okay.
too many sessions lined up after this, unfortunately.
Okay, so we have to find a time for Friday basically.
Yeah, Friday would work fine for me. I let's see. I could do something Sunday. I have most of that day
I have until like
open.
10:30 on Friday. So Danielle, if
hmm
we speak with him for like 20 minutes or something, and with Thomas, let's just say we're on with him for like 20 minutes about, then that's about 9:50. I mean, I can be on until 10:30.
Okay. Yep. That works.
Okay, so let's do that.
So what time frame are we looking at?
I would say like, we have a call at 9:30. We anticipate that it's going to be about 20 minutes. So we would plan to
Okay.
call you like a little bit before 10.
Okay. So
And then Sam, just a question for you, like from a payment perspective, is it easier for you? Is it preferable to invoice us? Is it preferable to send us a Venmo request? Like, what's the best way to do this?
I can send you guys an invoice, like at let's say like either weekly or bi-weekly.
Yeah.
And then I can like give you like on the invoice I can have like PayPal and my Venmo handle. Usually
Yeah.
like again like I said for like smaller things like this it's like